So I'm here at Stratford Square Mall, and we have just wrapped up our first June show. It was a complete success. We had hundreds of cars, really fun time. And with me is Mark. Mark is the winner of the Matt Avery's Pick Trophy. Each night I try to find a car that really encapsulates that idea that every car has a story. Mark's car certainly has a story. Mark, how'd you come across the car?
Actually, the car's kind of been in the family for years. My stepfather raised me most of my life. It was his best friend's car. Purchased it coming out of Vietnam in 1970, and I've kind of followed the car along for years. And then after my stepfather passed away, I still stayed in contact with him. The car was in Arizona, and I had asked him multiple times to sell me the car, and he told me I would inherit the car one day, but I asked him to sell it to me sort of an agreed price. He sold me the car, and I shipped it up here to Illinois, and that's where I have it now. I've owned it for about 10 years now.
Great. And Mark, some basic specs on the car. What's under the hood?
It's a 396 big block. It's a 4-speed. It's got a 390 rear end gear. It has kind of a strange heater, block heater option on it, but it's a bucket seat car. But most of the car is almost all original. There's a few modifications he made years ago with my stepfather, so those modifications I left on the car because they're kind of dear to my heart, so I haven't really changed too much on the car. It's all original paint. It's autumn gold, which is kind of a rare color for a Chevelle, so left most of everything all original. It's about 90%.
Now, Mark, when you were a young man and you saw your friend's dad driving this car, I mean, did you ever dream that you'd own it one day?
You know what? I've always been a car fanatic. My stepfather owned a 67 427 tri-power Corvette. In fact, my brother owns that car right now. It's got 8,000 original miles on it, and I've got a few other hot rods myself. You know, I never really thought I'd own it. I was so happy to get it. It was like a trip back in time with the 8-track player and everything else, so it's great to have it, and I plan on keeping it until I pass it on to one of my family members as well.
Well, great. Well, thanks, Mark, for sharing your story, and if you want to see more like this, go to dailyherald.com.
Thank you.